Welcome back, everybody. We are still in the Abyssal area for, I think it's Heaven's Peak. Yeah, it is the Heaven's Peak Abyssal area. It took me a minute to remember which one we were in. We have cleared the path all the way up to the point where the tower portal is. So we'll go ahead and start having my minions carrying all of the women we have knocked out to that portal. This is pretty much just like what you had to do to capture all of the slaves if you go evil, where you have the slave girls around your throne. The only difference is you don't actually have to fight them first. They just are laying on the ground and two minions can pick them up. If I remember right, it's been quite some time since I've done that. Probably over a year. And I think there are at least a couple more on the ground between here and there. Maybe not, though. There is one laying right there at it. Now we've got one more room full of them that we have to take out.
You've let all these nasty undead things in here.
A couple of these are actually riding on men, but while they're different in appearance, they appear to be actually even a little easier to have to deal with. I think I may have lost all of my blues, because...
Blues?
Yeah, I have. Tried to put them on a guard marker to pick up my losses there, but it did not work. And I kind of assumed that would be because I have lost all of them, but I didn't realize I had. We'll refill our numbers here in just a second, but we'll go ahead and carry the rest of these to the portal while we're here, because at the portal is the path that we'll continue on and where we will pick up our new minions. Hopefully that's all of them. And apparently I have missed at least some somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, there's a whole other room of them here. I do not remember this from my practice run.
Smells that come from him. It's inhuman, I tell you.
It seemed like it ended a little quicker than I remembered it being when I did my practice run a minute ago.
That's it, sire. You've subdued them on behalf of all males everywhere.
Apparently it's a total number that you don't have to have all.
Something small and insubstantial. Coming, mistress. The kettle's just boiled. No, I won't forget the biscuits. Oh, drat. It's off the hook.
So it ended when I brought back my first one from that room. So apparently that's not that you have to get all of them, but just so many of them. Which is different than what I had ever thought before. So that's good information to have, actually. And we will fill back out to our normal group of 5 brown, well, 5 blues, and the rest brown.
Browns.
And then this path just now opened up, and this is the way to continue. And from here there's no more annoying things of having to subdue women or use the paladin to do something silly. It becomes a pretty straightforward fight the monsters, just collect objects that would be tower objects that you actually want to keep. More like a standard dungeon from this point on. those stairs are the way we came in, just in case you have gotten turned around already. And then following it off to the left over here is the Abyssal Stone, the thing that you actually have to get out with to finish this area.
There's the Abyss Stone, sire. Better take it quickly before the creature those females mentioned comes back.
And there is the
Was it
spoke to a
creature?
wheel.
Memory like a sheep these days. Perhaps it was a plant or some kind of giant bee.
And you cannot do it fast enough to avoid this. It's as you come out of there with the Abyssal Stone that this guy shows up. And I remembered this fight being one that was very tough for me before. But when I did my practice run just a little bit ago, it actually went very simple. I don't know if the difference was that I just was remembering it wrong, or if it is that the third level of the evil attack spell is really just that effective. Because I can pretty well just send my minions into a full-out attack and burn him with that, and it's already over. I only lost 3 minions. They were the 3 that just faded away right here, so if I'd really been worried about it at all, I could have even saved them with blues very, very easily. It just wasn't even worth worrying about at this point. I should be able to go with just the minions I have left through the rest of the level without any problems. They take the Abyssal Stone over here. The spoke of the wheel goes over to a different area. While he's carrying it over there, I'll go ahead and show you back through this opening. This opening just has some pots and a treasure chest or 2 for you to get health, mana, equipment for your minions. And it has all 4 colors of minions to where you can refill your numbers here if you need to. Like I said, I remember that boss fight being pretty challenging. So if you don't have that fire spell to burn him with, you may need to refill back there. And then they're going to turn the wheel, and I'll go ahead and head over in this direction because you can tell by where the people carrying the Abyssal Stone are where it's actually going to open up a path. It can be a little tricky to try to get in front of them, so I just don't even worry about it. You're going to have to wait for them to get to the places anyway, so I just follow them down through here. There are going to be some things to attack you along the way, but you can send your minions past them to fight just fine. Also, my minions were strong enough at this point that even the ones that are carrying it being attacked and not being able to fight back, until they get to these 2 tougher ones, there's not even any threat from these guys. Again, go ahead and use your magic to just try to kind of speed things along. Not really worried about losses. My numbers are dwindling, but we're almost there, and at this point I'm more interested just in going quick. Try to make sure it fits in this video. There's a switch right there. It does not put a number over it or anything, I don't think, to really let you see it very well. But all you have to do is send 1 minion towards it and it will open it for you.
Now William and his friends are trying to destroy the Abyss Stone and take control of this abyss. Stop them at once.
So as one last attempt to try to stop you. They send this horde of people at you, but they're not any kind of a threat. If you were able to deal with that boss earlier, you'll be able to deal with them just fine. I would take my minions off of the Abyssal Stone once you start that fight so that they don't carry it right up into them, and so that you have the extra minions to fight. And this is the end of the area, so I will wait for the cutscene to end, and then I'm going to cut this video off.
Now, about those ladies in some insubstantial clothing?
And I will see you next time.